I was in my favorite bookstore the other day, and I came across something that I'd heard about, and I thought, oh, I should take these and try to do something with them. And what it is an artist tile set. It's acid-free black paper, I'm supposing. Yeah, 300 grams black cardstock, fine-tooth surface. Um, and sometimes when I come across something like this, I think I could probably turn that into a project of some kind, or at least experiment with it or learn a bit about it. But it's black, and I was just thinking, well, what kind of media can I use? I was thinking some watercolor and gouache, and maybe some pen and ink of some kind. So I thought I would, take a look at it, and I haven't really looked at it yet. And yeah, so it's just these little, black cardstock, and I like how the corners are cut off, 3.5 by 3.5. It's very smooth, just like regular cardstock. And I was thinking I would maybe do some paintings on them in some way. Like sometimes I like using black paper and color over the top of it. So I thought I would do something with that. But I thought I would pick up a gel pen or a paint marker of some kind. And what I found was something I have not used yet. It's a Uniball Signo, and it broad. Apparently it's a gel pen. The ink in it is acid free, from what I understand. But what I'm doing today is I'm not going to do a drawing with it, but I'm going to do an experiment. And I just wanted to see how durable this ink is. So what I'm going to do is something I often do when I'm working on something, and I'll do a light test. So I'm going to have two cards. I'm going to draw just a scribble on each one, and then I'll attach it to this paper. One will be open, and the other will be under the paper. I will put this in the window for about a month and just see what happens. Does the black paper fade? Does the ink on it fade away? Does it react to the light? And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to take the paper, scribble on it. Nothing fancy, but actually it works really nicely. That looks nice. Hopefully, put lots on. So one of these will go on one side, and the other one will be covered. And after about a month, I'll take a look at it and see what the results are. If it, my cat's back. If the paper and the ink hold up very well, I'll do some work with it and see what I can get and make something kind of nice. The other thing I was thinking of doing, since I'm doing a test, I'm going to maybe just practice, put a little ink sample down too, of fountain pen ink colors that might be interesting. So some colors I usually use, I'm going to just and I'll put these in the window too, and I'm going to do it the same way, one on this side, one on this side. And, fountain pen ink isn't really designed to hold up to direct sunlight, but it'll be interesting to see how well it does. And if it holds up better than I expect, I might use it for some drawing. I do use, so the first one I'm putting here is Oxford Blue. I'm just going to put a little swatch over here. And, I do use carbon black for my drawings, and I am going to put that on too. The other one I'm going to use is ancient copper. I would be very surprised if ancient copper didn't fade. It's lovely in a notebook, on a card or a letter, but I would be surprised if it holds up well. But I'm going to try it anyway. And if it holds up well, I might be able to do some drawings with it, right? So that's that. Another color I have here to test is Noodlers, Black Swan and English Roses. I like that color a lot too, so I'm going to do a little test with it. Just see over time what happens, right? I'm running out of space, but that's okay. Here's the black platinum black carbon. I'm gonna, I'm assuming this would hold up very well. I'm told it's very stable. So as you can see, that looks really nice. And I'll make a little note beside each one of these, what they are. And this is Noodlers, Walnut. Very nice brown ink. I gotta admit, I really hope this one holds up well, because if it does, I'll be able to do some nice drawings with it. It's a really nice color. But actually, I just realized I'm doing something wrong here. I'll put it down here. So it's, yeah, so I'll cover one of these sides with a piece of paper, and that'll allow me to have a test sheet, and I'll see what happens. It's actually a good idea to do these things. I do believe everything is going to change over time. But if something lasts 100 years, 50 years, that's very good. Even the most stable materials, they change over time. Oil paints fade, watercolors fade. Everything ages. But you don't want your artist materials to fade or fall apart within 2 weeks or 2 years or whatever. One of the reasons I don't use felt pens for drawing is that they fade so rapidly. As soon as you put it in light, they'll just go away. But anyway, this is just a little experiment I'm doing, and maybe I'll show you the results when they're done. So what I'll do is I'll set this all up, I'll glue these on, I'll cover this side, and I'll set it in a window that has direct sunlight. And over time, say about a month, I should have a very good idea how they're going to hold up. So anyway, I think I'm going to call it a day on this one, and I hope you all have a nice day. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're curious about what's going to happen, I'll probably do an update video towards the end of this little experiment. And if you're new to the channel, I'd love it if you subscribed. And if you watched a few of my other videos and you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you would. So thank you very much and have a great day.